All right, and we're back. Welcome to Thursday Night Fading Suns, a game by Ulisses Spiele that will be coming to Kickstarter soon. It is a science fantasy medieval future game. I feel like I just put all the adjectives in there. That's right. Future. It's both a game about the future and a game that will come out in the future. There's some savagery.
That's totally meta.
I know, right? We are Iconic Production, and we're going to get back into Operation Ravenwatch, which is the story of Battle Sister Gemma and her squad, who is...
Squad life.
Squad goals.
Oh my gosh.
And his life LYFE, just throwing that out there. Philosophy 1!
All right, so when we last left off, Gemma went to the bridge. Poor Harmonia. Gemma went to the bridge, leaving no one in charge.
And
Leaving no one in charge.
during the ensuing chaos of going through the gate, the Stigmata Gate, to attempt to talk your way past the Stigmata Garrison, the three of you noticed another Gemma walking through the ship, and chasing her down to the gunnery deck, there was a series of explosions, there was a series of power overloads, and comms were down, and you discovered there is a face stealer on board, someone who can change the shape. Like a shape changer who can move through the ship basically unknown.
Oh, right.
But Philosophia can hopefully track them using the power of her
Mind.
rock hard brain. Yes, Harmonia has joined your squad, and she is again smarter than
We're serious tabletop players.
than any two of you put together.
You are so
Meanwhile,
smart.
this
Wait, did you just compliment Harmonia?
I
Yes.
Oh,
did. Yeah.
I didn't hear it. It bears repeating.
Harmonia is smarter than any two other Battle Order characters put together. You also during this chaos, you discovered that the Face Stealer sent a message out as Gemma, indicting herself and the crew of the Oh Boy for the murder of an Inquisitor on Lemon Canaan, among other a litany of sins, and outing their mission to the Imperial fleet, and telling them they should fire upon immediately because the ship is about to fire on them. You put together that all of those power overloads definitely make it look like guns are powering up.
But we stopped that because I blessed the guy to stop it. He totally stopped it.
He has not totally stopped it yet.
He's totally stopped it.
As
Feel
legal
bad for giving
counsel
you
for the Oh Boy,
pre-gens.
I feel it is my duty to say that these are mere baseless comments. There has been no evidence actually attributed. It is the spoutings
Hearsay.
of one woman. It's not hearsay, unfortunately, if she has first-hand knowledge, but it is we have not determined credibility.
Legal counsel. I think that's the proper term. Right?
Legal counsel?
Legal counseled, like I used to.
Oh,
use the
legal
verb.
counsel. Duh. Yes,
Yes.
I like that.
So we're going to back up just a little bit. Gemma, you arrive on the bridge, having
I'm a little
left your
afraid that
squad
this
in
ship is trying to
relatively
shoot the
good
Oh Boy.
hands. They have fought against each other, bloodied each other up, and seem to be put back together more or less stably. Harmonia has...
What do you want to
again,
say, man?
I'm just trying to say that some of you might be unstable. So you arrive on the bridge, and they are about to head through.
You've been blessed.
Who's been blessed?
Gemma?
Your mom.
Wow. This is going to be one of those. Emerson and Grandmaster Theophana are there waiting for you. Again, you see the gate sort of looming in front of you. And as you may remember, you see, when the gates open, you see the last image of what was on the other side of the gate the last time it was open. There are a lot of ships in the Stigmata garrison. And sort of as immediately as you move through the gate, klaxons go silent, but all of the lights go from amber to red. Battle stations are being called, and Theophana turns to you. Do you have any insights on who we should be trying to contact?
Captain DeVigo.
I was about to say, we worked hard to figure out who that was.
Worked real
And by
hard.
we, I mean, like, it was fun. We looked at pictures.
Great pictures.
As the person who made the rest of your squad, I do apologize. Like, just from the bottom of my little GM heart. All right. I will open the channel. Are you prepared to...
How do I make that stop?
She'll take a minute and say a quick prayer to both Master Isabella and Beatrice, because she's not sure who's driving this ship anymore, and ask for guidance.
The call goes out over the comms. You can hear the comm officers are being questioned who they are, why are they here, what are 3 church gunships doing, coming unregistered through the gate. And Theophana looks at you. You tell me when you want to step in. This is Grandmaster Theophana of the Battle Order. We are here on a mission of mercy. It may not look as such, as we are currently piloting 3 gunships. We would like an opportunity, and all of a sudden, all of the comms, there's this horrible squelching noise as everything sort of goes dead. And there's a shake to the ship not as if you were hit, but as if, like, there was a small explosion that kind of has traveled up through the ship. And
Stopping.
people on the bridge start going crazy, right? Toggling switches, pulling levers, lots of levers, looking into screens, that sort of thing. And all of a sudden you hear over the comms, Theophana, we've lost contact with the gunnery deck, and it looks like the aft side gun batteries are powering up, like above standby, into a ready state. What should we do? Emerson, get up, get over there and tell me what's going on. And so Emerson just kind of stomps. Dump, dump, dump. You missed, did you see the stomping in unison? That was another thing for you.
We did it for you, Gemma. We did it for you.
So the comms both to the gun deck and outside of the ship go dead. Something has gone on, and it's not so much being jammed, you're still getting communications into the ship, but nothing is able to go out.
Don't worry, we're taking care of it.
Got you. Is there any way we can work to restore those comms, or restore even some portion? If it's my comm, or Theophana's comm, or someone on the main decks, so we can get some kind of signal out. I know they're working on it, but...
So how would you go about doing that? Time for Gemma's 4 wits to grow by 1 size this day.
So would there be with... all of my battle training, whatnot, some way, like when the, oh my gosh, words, when the radio person goes down on the field, there's usually some way to get around that. Would Gemma have any idea of how to get around, like when you're trained, when the person who's supposed to be the comm in your unit goes down, someone else steps in?
All right, give me a wits, which I know you just love hearing me say.
It's the best.
Give me a wits plus academia or interface, your choice. Would you like to surge?
Yeah, because
if I can get that to a 9 without it.
It's cool.
Search.
Now you blessed her, right?
Yep.
And what was your blessing?
My blessing was for her conversation.
Okay, so what does your mantle do for her? Is it favorable?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Gemma, you will be able to use this.
6.
You get favorable rolls until you succeed at come to the conclusion of your conversation. As long as it's moving towards as long as it's moving towards that goal.
Okay. So I get 16, and then I'm going to use 12 to get my roll up to an 18. Right? That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so then I have 7 left over. I rolled a 2.
And it's favorable, so you get to roll twice.
19. So we'll take the 2.
All right, so you get 2 VPs.
Yeah.
All right, so this is hard
It's
for you,
9 up
Gemma.
to 6, and 3 is 9. Okay, so I have 9.
So you have to spend 4 to get it to work. So between you and Emerson and Leo, who is one of the comms officers, you managed to reroute the damage, past the circuits that just aren't working. You're able to basically get you're able to get your suit able to broadcast out. It takes a good 15-20 minutes to get around this. And at that time, 2 things sort of happen at the same time. One, he's like, "You're up. Wait, you're already sending a message." And he pulls it up on the screen, and it's you in a room you don't recognize, delivering that message from last week. Myself, the crew of the Oh Boy, were implicit in this.
I didn't say oh boy because I watched.
This murder of this Inquisitor. I cannot live with my sins. We are here under false pretenses. You will see that the aft side of the ship is powering up. They are going to try and fire upon you. You need to take immediate action. The other thing is Emerson goes, "No, stop. I can't see you. Talk one at a time. Stop it. Your squad is saying that they are...
Squad!
that they have trapped a... What's going on again? Yeah, no, they've trapped you in one of the command and control areas, one of the substations. And that's what's broadcasting this thing.
We did good.
No, she's been here the entire time. Yes, it is probably an imposter. Something is going on." And Theophana turns to you. "I'm going to try and calm them down, but if that gun fires, because on all of the screens around them, you can see that there are energy spikes in all of the garrison fleets. But you identify the ship
With Captain DeViga.
Okay. The Talon.
I did last
time. So it's she's on the Talon rather than the Imperial favor.
She is.
Okay. She's on the Talon. Okay.
And mainly you identify that because Leo has been keeping an ear out for DeViga's name.
Okay.
And she is speaking from the command deck of the Talon, and it is one of the Noble's Imperial ships. You're pretty sure that while all of in a straight one-on-one fight, you can take out the Talon. They outnumber you 12 to 1.
We're fine. It's fine.
All right.
So what I know, this is Maddie asking, do naval officers tend to... Oh, no. Well, maybe. Do they tend to follow saints or no?
Everyone.
As a saint.
Everyone follows saints.
Okay.
Right?
But
if they're
would
a
they
member
overlap with the battle order? So would there be any chance she might follow Isabella?
No, not really. There tend to be saints that sort of embody and encapsulate each of the callings.
Okay. That one. Okay, so she is going to...
Something rather heavy falls on Jexa.
Can we... So were we able to silence the other message?
Yes, your
compatriots have done that.
Your squad
Oh.
hit a button.
Squad goes. Okay.
Someone made it very simple for them.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay, so she's going to get on and she's going to say,
Who is this?
Okay, so this is going to sound a little nuts, but this is Battle Sister Gemma.
The one who just warned us about the impending attack by the...
No, a different Sister Battle Gemma.
I didn't know Gemma was such a common name.
It's a family name.
So you're related to the Sister Battle Gemma, who...
No. There is an imposter on this ship who has assumed my form and my face, apparently, and is attempting to sabotage what is already a tense and complicated situation. So I pray that you would hear me out before we start shooting at one another, because bloodshed is not our aim this day.
Your aft gunnery is lit up, and it is currently facing 3 ships. I'm not entirely sure why you've chosen those 3 ships, but unless you power them down in the next 5 minutes, I don't know that we're going to have anything to talk about.
Well, that's what we're working on, because not only did they assume my face, they caused an explosion in our ship, which has caused those guns to power up. We did not come in with those guns powered up. It's a long story. But Captain DeVigo.
You realize that is a lot to swallow.
I realize that. Are you a excuse my presumption, but are you a woman of faith?
Are you a woman?
I saw it was a woman.
Okay.
You can hear kind of in the background, no, I'm telling you to send Harmonia to the med bay and the 2 of you to go after the thing. Yes. You can see that, like, there is a vein that is throbbing on Emerson's skull. I will be back. He's...
This is glorious.
Pen creator speed.
Yeah. Theophana just has her hand on your shoulder, and you can hear her mumbling litanies under her breath.
Mm-hmm.
As much as any one who is member of the Earth Orthodox is. We're out here fighting to make sure the Pen Creator's light continues to shine.
That is encouraging to hear. That is what we are seeking to do as well. I don't know about you, but I grew up hearing stories of the power of the light and the fact that the light can overcome any darkness, no matter how small. We are on a mission to seek to bring light back to a dark and forgotten corner of our universe.
I assume you mean through the Stigmata Gate.
Yes, we have received word that there are survivors. This may be a fool's errand. We realize that we are probably going to our death, whether it's at your hands or at the hands of whatever lies on the other side of the gate. But I was also taught that we must take the light wherever we are called to take the light. And if that means to a planet that we have left for darkness, then that means that we are to go to a planet left in darkness, if only to plant a seed. It is our hope to rescue those who are left. It is our belief that there are some left. But we will not know until we get there. And so we are asking that you would not hinder us in this, because again, there's a very good chance we are not coming back. So we are doomed from the outset. We would just hope that we would not be doomed by compatriots, but doomed by the darkness itself.
You realize we are under Imperial orders to let nothing through this gate.
Yes, but what is an empire if it leaves the few behind that it has sworn to protect?
You get those guns powered down. And meet me on the flagship, the Imperial Favor.
That was Maddie, not Gemma.
We will have a discussion about this.
Okay. Thank you.
And the comms go dead again.
Okay, we need to get those guns down, like, now.
I'm sending teams to deal with the guns. You have 2 of your squad members who are chasing this. Like Theophana's eyes are like, you can see she's got the vein. That means she's been dealing with your squad.
I know it will.
You will have to.
Cause issues.
You will have to talk with.
I'm smart.
You
one
are.
Of them that it should have been drummed out of her in the monastery that battle order do not use the word icky. Harmonia has made it to the medbay, and they are currently analyzing the wreckage of what is going on. I will do what I can to coordinate from here. Go to your squad, see what you can do.
Okay. Can I set like a timer on my comm?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't know. Can you? You have a wits of 4. I'm just kidding. You can. Some jokes never get old, right, Harmonia? Right. All right. So you set your timer. What do you set it for?
4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay.
That's not very long.
Nope, they didn't give us very long.
Where are you going?
So there's supposed to be someone working on the guns.
Yep.
Do we have confirmation that anyone is working on the guns?
There's no comms with the gun deck right now, but you have been told that your squad had Sergeant Niccolo on it.
I'm gonna go check on that because I trust my squad.
Aww.
And if my squad is tracking down the imposter, I don't know how they'll do it, but they will track down that imposter.
Verify.
Yeah, but the important thing is getting the guns down.
Yeah.
So
All
I'm
right.
gonna go.
So you're running down to.
Yes.
You are in Medbay with
Right.
Emerson. You had discovered that there were 7 people who transferred onto the ship just last minute,
Uh-huh.
and that 4 of them are dead because you killed them. Yeah. So
Yeah.
what would you like to do?
Okay. Well, I have explained to Master Emerson about the walking puppet theory.
Yes.
I'm gonna look at Master Emerson and be like, okay, what should I do now?
Your file says that you are graduated with top honors in scholastic and medical training.
Summa cum laude, sir.
I love that every member of this squad has an attitude.
Throb.
What?
Pull up the names of the other 3.
Okay.
See if you can find them. If they're not accounted for, find them on the ship.
By myself, sir?
Fine, I will go with you. Find them.
Okay.
I will talk with Theophana
Yay.
and see what. Hopefully, your squad leader is not getting us all killed.
Uh-huh.
No.
It's fine. This
Gemma
is
would
totally
never-
fine.
never
You've got
Lost.
type, click.
By the way, Abby's totally getting a weird point for her commitment to holding the helmet filled with icky goo.
Yes!
I just type, click.
You have, but she's been sitting there for almost a half hour like that.
Well, we did put it down when she wasn't actually holding it, and then we picked it back up.
Trying to make it real, you know.
And Mercy back
So,
into the
Sister Maria, who is actually a battle order member. Agnolo, who is a member, like a very minor noble in House Hawkwood. He is.
I'm sorry, what was his name? Agnoba?
Agnolo.
Like Rolo, but Nolo.
And then, I'm sorry, Sister
Maria,
And these are the people I'm looking at?
These are the people that are the last three. And then just someone whose name is Vasari Freeman. He is the second one. The Hawkwood Agnolo is a communications officer. And Vasari is had no house affiliation, came on board as basically grunt labor, moving ammunition around, picking up heavy things, setting them down on other parts of the ship.
Picks things up to put them down.
Yeah, he does.
Can I offer you a cold beverage? You seem to be thirsty.
So this is what we're all thinking all the time. But we just rein it in.
Usually it must be a little 16-year-old.
All right, so those are the three people who came on board with the other four.
Okay.
Who do you want?
What?
According to the roster,
Okay.
Maria is supposed to be getting ready for. She'll be in dropship crew.
Kill her dad.
Agnolo will be working on the bridge with comms, and Vasari should be in the cargo decks.
Okay.
Did you find the information we are looking for?
Yes. So one is when there's a sister, that means there's a sister battle, right?
Yep.
Okay. One appears to be a sister battle. One appears to be of noble blood. And the other one is conveniently nobody.
So we go after the conveniently nobody first.
That's what I was assuming. Or thinking. Or wanting, sir.
He looks over your shoulder. Come along, Harmonia.
Yes, sister battles curtsy.
Pull out a little flap of armor and do the curtsy.
She's a nerd. It's fine.
All right.
It's
so you two are standing at a hole that is too small for you to fit through.
I got this.
Are you gonna Winnie the Pooh this?
No, I was gonna make the hole bigger. Parades. Anyway.
And you wonder why I was confused during horror episodes, because that's basically the same face as last.
I bust this hole open.
All right, give me a strength plus vigor roll.
Do you ask the ship's permission before you just start?
Is the ship sentient?
13.
All right.
Sweet success.
This is a demanding task,
Okay.
so it is difficulty 6.
Okay. 15. I do so.
All right. So there's this loud scraping scream as the metal sort of gives. As you put your force and your weight behind it, the metal breaks and you are able to kind of move through the hole. People are now freaking out because remember, this is a tiny person deck. This is where is where the non-battle orders sort of live.
You're sorry.
Do you hunch down?
Yep.
No, I don't think. I mean, they might brush, but
to make yourself their size.
Oh. Why would I?
Hi, Gulliver. What are you doing?
Hiding.
I go after whoever has done this. So to do something like this,
Yes.
you would have to have a
Machine. Yeah.
Torch
A cutting
or
torch.
Okay, a cutting torch.
Yes. Or be a giant battle group.
Yeah. Who?
need the
Do I
whole
see
small
anybody with
to
a
be
cutting
battle.
torch? I mean, because a cutting torch isn't it's like a.
Well, no, you have Jexa has the cutting torch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a handheld thing, but it's still.
But with how fast she went through, it's not a little.
No,
woman.
and remember you found the bag. So
Yeah.
go ahead and give me a. So as you look around, what are you doing? Aside from holding a helmet filled with someone's
Icky.
face.
So she's in the access corridor now.
Mm-hmm. She's actually in the hallway, right?
I've stepped through.
Right. And there's like nothing else to see in here.
You want to give a look?
Yeah.
All right, both of you give me a perception plus observe roll.
This is gonna go great, guys.
Hey,
Totally
guess
great.
what I'm dumping into that?
Observe has a base of 3.
Observe. Oh, it does.
Yep.
So that's a 6.
6. Start. Plus 9.
Everyone was in a good mood tonight. I'm really
15.
feeling
I
it. The
have
crew's back
9
together.
to start.
Maybe not the crew, but
11.
My VP that I'll
Really
dump
glad I
in
did
there.
that.
hashtag squad.
11!
This, you have to spell it like this.
SKWA.
Same brainwaves tonight, guys.
All right, what'd you guys get?
11.
We both got 11.
Okay, so a 4 will give you information, and then every 2 above 4 will give you additional pieces of information. We'll start with Abby. How many are you spending?
Well, definitely the 4.
Okay.
What was 6?
6 over?
No.
Or total of
Total.
6?
6
All right,
total.
2 pieces of information. Becca, you're going to spend the 4
I'm going to go with
to
the 4 with an additional 4.
So 3 pieces of
Yes,
information.
please.
All right.
Please and thank you.
You guys
I mean,
are
thank you.
You guys are the politest group I've ever played with. All right. So, Justia, as you look around, you can see that there is kind of scattered off to the side, kind of in the space between the wall and the inner frame that you've been walking on, you can see a large tank about this big. About this big. The kind that you are quite familiar with them. These are filled with, you have 2 of them that are attached to your flamethrower.
Boom boom juice.
So this is it looks like somebody has discarded one of these and kind of hid it in the shadows.
Okay.
The other thing that you notice is that there is that blue gel that you saw on the back of the skin mask.
It should be green.
The green. There is a large pool of it next to that discarded canister. And when I say like a large pool, we're talking like liters of this stuff. You see several people walking around with cutting torches. This is sort of in that area of the ship that connects the crew deck to the main cargo hold. So you have a lot of...
Why would people have cutting tools?
Because in the mechanics area and in the damage control with the alarms going on, you have people who are being sent to different areas of the ship. However, you notice 2 additional things that really stand out to you. There's definitely one person who is moving kind of at an angle to the direction that most people are flowing. Like most people are going to the elevators and the pods that will take them to the areas of the ship that they're being called to. This person's sort of moving kind of like 45 degrees. They're moving up the hall as opposed to against the wall that has all the transit tubes. The other thing is you can see that they take... their hair is kind of black and it's transitioning down into sort of what might be a blue or a green. It's sort of hard to tell. And as they kind of rub their hand across the back of the neck, and you can see several large folds of skin hanging over the back of their jumpsuit. And as you watch, they sort of retract and grow tight against the person's neck.
Okay. I say, no, you're Justia. Right?
Justia, yeah.
Yes. Justia! I see them! Come on! And I take off.
Leaps and bounds.
Boom gas.
All right, you go tearing off down the hall. Over to you.
Oh, me? Okay.
Yeah, you make it down to the gun deck.
yeah.
You have about 3:15 left.
Okay. Do I...
You had to crawl down, like, you basically... There are no lifts that are working to the gun deck, so you took...
Jeffrey's tubes.
You took, I mean, they're called
Joffrey.
Georgian Joffrey's tubes in
Oh my word.
I could make so many puns right now, but I'm going to just move on. You climb through the Joffrey's tubes, and you end up in the gun deck. You can see that there's still smoke. Clearly, there has been sabotage here. As you walk down, you can hear the sounds of the guns being loaded, even though
We're in space.
like there's like pauses in between, as if something's being forced into position or being over.
Okay. I'm drawing my sword, and I'm yelling out, what was the name they told me? Niccolo?
Yep, Sergeant Niccolo.
And I'm yelling for Niccolo. Do I see anybody? Have we disarmed the guns yet?
No, there's some sort of override that's being forced. Every time we cut one line, something else takes over. It's almost as if the ship is working against us.
What? Can we just cut the lines to the guns?
It's not that simple. I suppose if you went outside of the ship, yes.
If only you had somebody who was proficient in spacewalking. But alas, we don't have that sexy pirate.
Oh, but guess who is?
She did that!
I did that and I did that.
Nicolo's going.
I mean, I can... We have 3 minutes to get these to stop self-loading. Do you think you can get the thing out?
No, everything we've tried. At this point, you can see people are pulling battery packs out of the wall, and then there are sparks and things are fusing, so that they're like 3 people pulling on these packs.
Okay. Can I get in a spacesuit in 3 minutes?
No, you'd have to basically crawl into the superstructure to go after it. I can guide you in.
Okay, I'm doing it.
All right, so he takes you down the hall, and there are 3 people who are at his command ripping part of the inner deck back, and it's 3 battle order monks in full powered armor, and they're slowly making a hole for you.
Okay.
Because again, the gunnery deck is reinforced, so if something blows up here, it doesn't, cascade through the ship.
Okay.
So you get a flash on your armor. It guides you across a series of catwalks, and there are several primary generators that feed the entire gunnery deck.
Okay.
If you take them out, we'll be able to work around it, but hopefully that'll keep the guns from firing. But I don't know how you're going to do that.
Okay.
They pull it open.
Do I, looking at the map, is it like I need to shoot, or can I just take my sword?
It's 2 large generators. You have been struck by lightning before, but you kind of feel like this is one of those similar situations.
Okay. We're going in.
All right. Every time this happens, I'm just going to jump to the next person. All right, Harmonia, you and Emerson are running through the ship. Can't switch that fast. Okay, you are thumping through the ship. When you get to the cargo area, you can see there are large stacks of crates of supplies and portable, basically military camps that can be set up to both treat the wounded. There's a bunch of biomedical supplies. There are several, you recognize from training, of course, gun emplacements that can be dropped down and set up in an hour or 2 to make a landing zone sort. They basically brought enough to make a small fortress, temporary fortress, but a defense point when they get to the planet. And there are people, I mean, basically at this point, most of the people here are sort of securing things. So in the case of like, there are no evasive maneuvers, right? In Fading Suns, there are very few high-speed space battles. This is more like sailing ships or, right, very slow, long-distance salvos and things. But still, this is delicate machinery. They don't want it to fall over. As you go running around, you have the pictures of the three people sort of on your readout. And I would like you to give me a perception plus observe roll as well.
I believe in you.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. No, you're good. Shove it.
Perception is... Oh, okay. And what was the other part? I'm sorry?
Observe.
That was so, like, hopeful. Oh, okay.
3. I win.
You win?
Game over.
All right, so this is a hard task. You're going to need to spend 4 VPs.
Do you have any left over from last time?
Shoot, I didn't write anything down last time.
Do you have a surge?
I don't know. I didn't write anything down. How many times do we surge? I know I surged once.
You surged just the one.
If you have, do you have
No,
battle
one.
sense
I have 2.
as a perk?
That's because you're special.
I don't.
No.
Okay, then you do not have more than one.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, I'm not there, am I?
Mm-mm.
No.
We cannot inspire him. You can come over the comms and try.
I have 3.
Okay, so with 2, what you find, you kind of start, you and Emerson, towering over most of the people here in the cargo bay, start asking questions, start showing a picture to people. And most of the time they just kind of say, oh yeah, that's Vasari. You know, he normally is sort of, he's on, Kron's crew. You kind of find the area of the cargo bay that is under Kron's control. He hasn't seen Vasari since we went through the last gate. But I can show you his work area and his, where he keeps his gear.
That might be beneficial.
Come on. 'Cause he's just a normal guy. You have to kind of duck down with Emerson to kind of get into this area. But there's a row of lockers, and you find one that just says V. Freeman across it.
He is a free man.
There you go, sister. Emerson. Where is he normally working? Oh, he's normally working on D side. I can take you that way. All right, see if you can find anything of use. And Krond and Emerson sort of step away.
I'm all alone. Okay.
That can't be bad. What happened the last time you were all alone?
It's all right. Remember, we have it on recording that I'm like, this character can die.
But now do we shut the guns down?
Hashtag GM goals.
Right? That's kind of how I was like. And I'm like, I'm not actually emotionally like invested in this character because I just got her.
Here's the thing. I am very emotionally invested in this character.
Well, your
please don't kill this character.
your character's over there. This character is over here. And if this character were to like sacrifice herself for like the good of the many, I would totally be into that.
What? Sorry.
That's right, Gemma. That's right.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
anyway,
just, do good.
she's just gonna. I don't know. Do I need to roll again
Nope.
to peruse around his things?
No, you kind of open the locker, and it's filled with like what you would expect. There's work boots, several sets of like docks uniforms. But there is a small, like gunmetal case at the top, about that deep, about a meter square.
Okay. She's gonna grab it.
Okay.
And
It's cool to the touch,
oh well, it is
Like,
metal.
but it's colder than the room.
Oh, like refrigerated cold.
Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna put it down.
Okay.
You pick it up and put it down.
Yeah, she does.
Don't mind me, Becca. This is normal.
It's been a long week. It's fine.
All right. She's gonna try to see if it's openable. Is that a word?
Nope.
Cool.
So see, here's the thing. Words are the essence of thought. So if you thought openable, then I'm going to allow.
Yes.
It is locked, but it's like a simple thumb lock. You could either try and bypass it or you could try and jimmy it open.
You mean bypass it technology-wise?
Yep. That's your role in one of your roles in the squad. Wits plus interface if you want to try and...
I'm sorry. My role was to interface?
If you want to roll wits plus interface, that will help you bypass it. If you want to just...
I have a 0 in interface.
All right. But you have an 8 wits.
Uh-huh.
If you want to just try and like break it open, I would ask for a strength plus fight roll.
But then am I
No, strength plus vigor. Sorry.
I'm gonna go with that.
Okay.
Dada needs a new car. I don't know.
That's a 1.
No, that's a 20. That's 20.
Okay, so when you roll a 20,
Good things happen.
in other games,
All
in
the
this game,
other game. No, this game, good things. Nothing
this
but
is
good things.
this is where something
Complicado.
a complication happens. So I will
To her.
come back to you
That's fair.
in a
As
second.
you think of how to change her?
I will begin preparing my my character's it has been an honor serving with you speech.
I'm jumping through the hole and running after Philosophia
Okay.
with my helmet of goo.
Splatter, 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 splatter.
No, there's so by like 2. Never mind. All right, so the 2 of you come charging down the hall.
Use
at
your
this.
mom talk.
Very quickly, this person notices you.
Yeah.
She
I'm sorry, I'm not like stealthy.
No, you are not. She turns around
Mhm.
and sees you, and you see she kind of looks to the left where there's like an open transit tube, and she looks kind of around her. As you're charging down, you see she unslings her cutting torch, and she does something to the top of it and just sort of rolls it at you.
I leap over it and grab her and drag her down.
Just kind of like see if I had done another path. I'd have been fine.
In a parallel universe, I'm currently explaining to you what's inside the case with no complications.
Yeah, it's nice.
All right, so you're going to try and leap over her, like leap
Yes,
over this
yes.
thing.
I'm
Yes,
leaping over the
yes.
exploding device
Yes.
and attempting to land on top of her.
Please.
All right.
There's no bad guys I can put on top of it.
What do you do? Take that?
No, it's
I am
My helmet.
aware.
all right.
I'm gonna
If you're
suspect
going to
the
try and
device.
cross this distance with a leap, I'm going to need a dexterity plus vigor roll, and I'm going to let you know. Here's how this is going to work for you.
Really well.
Better than me.
If you if you succeed,
Mhm.
that leaves the explosive device between the two of you.
Mm-hmm.
There are still a bunch of people who are like, "What is this?"
Mm-hmm. I am aware.
Okay, so go ahead and give me. And this will be a demanding test because it will be 6 points to basically you have to speed up and get over the thing before it explodes, and you don't really know what that is. So you've gone into sprint mode.
Yes. I am aware that people are going to get hurt, but I need to get this person.
Okay, give me the roll.
Because then more people will
if
get
you
hurt.
fail, you will obviously it will go off as you are leaping over it. If you roll a
Obviously.
20, you will sort of trip and land on it.
13.
All right, so that gives you enough to get over it.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
All right, so as you go to reach for this person,
Ew, does their skin slough
I don't
off?
suppose if I spend more
No.
VP.
Just like,
So we're going to go into combat.
Okay.
I just want to hold your hand.
But it does.
Sorry.
we're envisioning the sloughing.
The sloughing.
Which is an underutilized word,
Yeah.
I have
It
to
really
say.
is.
It's a great word.
I plan to use all of the icky words.
Moisty?
Moisty,
I
sloughing,
don't see how that one's gross.
and undulating.
Undulating.
That one's not gross either.
No one uses that.
No,
The bomb
but
goes
it's
off.
Just they're underutilized.
All right.
And also
So
declove the skin.
this explosive device goes off around all of you. You can spend 2 more to grab the person
Yes.
Great.
because that was your goal intent.
Yes.
All right. So do you guys? So you get her arm.
Okay.
What are your body resistances?
11.
All right. Would either of you like to spend points to increase your body resistance as this
Yeah.
explosive goes off?
Is it 1-to-1?
It is 1-to-1.
I'll spend 3. So I'll have a body
the
resistance
grenade
of 14.
Had a 7 and it wasn't high enough. I would assume this would be higher.
But I also want the VP in order to grapple this person.
Then don't. Then eat it. Your vitality's higher than mine.
I'll eat it.
That's right.
I
Then
eat flames for breakfast.
then eat it.
Just eat it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Are you moving on? There it is. There's the side.
Oh wow. Bill, these rolls are awesome. I don't know if you're watching. But okay, so how much was yours at?
I was at 11. I gave 3 points, so I'm 14.
So you're at a 14. So you are not affected.
Yes.
Your armor is scorched and it
Does your face
blasts you it scorches your armor, your hair, you can smell it burning. People
How about
are
this?
thrown like ragdolls. You are knocked back, but you do not lose your footing. Once again, all of your hearing is gone. Like all you hear is
Protect the helmet.
what is your
6.
6?
The key helmet.
Gotta save
All right.
it.
So 13 vitality.
Okay.
You got the person. We're going to go into combat rounds.
Cool.
Because you see she draws a knife.
I was about to say, does it blast me at all?
You kind of go tumbling into her.
Because then, yeah, my goal is to, like, since I have a hold on her, and since it blasted me, to, like, get her essentially underneath me. I mean, that's...
You are strong, she is fast. And the other thing is you're holding onto her wrist bones, and they feel
Squishy.
gummy somehow.
I love things.
And
Love things.
she actually turns, like her hand doesn't, but it looks like her wrist isn't so much connected to her hand like yours is, and she is
The wrist
trying to
bone's
spin
not
around
connected to
and
the
like
hand,
get
no.
behind you. All right, you kind of squeeze through the frame, and you can clearly see on your path the 2 generators that are powering this entire gun deck. Now remember, these are generators that are powering the entire gun deck.
It's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna charge up, and I'm going to see. Does it look like either my amber or my burster would disconnect it, or do I just need to, get another jolt and sword to it?
Your small weapon, like your sidearms, are not gonna
Neat.
do anything to it.
It's not just like a giant power plug that I have to pull out, right?
Yeah, no. Nor was it designed by 2 super intelligent mice who would have, in an attempt to take over the Empire. Yeah.
Is there an on-off switch?
There's no giant toggle. No.
Not a button.
Nope.
Not a little thing you have to jimmy a paper clip in.
Love the toggles.
Possibly, but Jexo would be the one to know it. You see 2 giant generators.
Oh, okay. Are they... Oh, this is...
I don't know what I just said.
Are they in tandem or are they separate?
They are separate.
Okay. I'm going to try and disconnect
Good
one.
use of the word tandem.
I know, I was just thinking about that in my head too. The last time I've actually heard that used is when I worked at a kayak livery, and they're like, and I'm like, do you want a solo or a tandem? And that's the last time I ever used it. Fun fact.
Okay, so I'm going to try and...
Fun fact.
Is there any piece of metal equipment on the ground?
No, you're inside of...
Oh, right. Okay. So then I'm
always missing something.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to...
I can't read upside down either.
Use my blessed sword and... shut this thing down.
All right.
But my boots have rubber on them because Jexa and Gemma bought her rubber bottom boots.
They did specifically buy her
We specifically bought
rubber
boots.
bottom boots.
Rubber bottom boots. Our shopping trip paid off. What do I need to roll? What do I need to roll?
With the rubber.
Strength plus melee.
Strength plus melee. 8 and 6 is 14. Plus 5 is 19. Okay. Should I use my weird point to make this one favorable, or should I save that for later?
Use it.
Your heart.
Okay.
Use your
Last time I used
dice.
No. Last time I used a weird point, it didn't go well. Okay, so 19. Okay, 7.
Okay. So, trying to get through these, the plating of a generator and cut through the cable is a tough task. So it is an 8.
Okay.
Don't forget you get +1 to your goal roll because of...
so I could have used one less.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would have 8. Okay.
All right, so you spend 8, and there is a crackle of energy that sort of travels up your sword, and like the backlash of the plasma connector being disconnected just floods the hold with radiation and power. So I'm going to need you to give me a endurance plus vigor roll.
Endurance. 7 plus, okay, so 14. 2.
Okay, well, you generated 2 victory points off of that roll, but you are going to take 10 points of vitality damage.
Okay.
As you're not sure whether it's the power, the radiation, the explosion, whatnot, but it just kind of courses through you, and your battle buns.
Okay.
Apparently, the chat has said they can't tell the battle sisters from the non-battle sisters because there are 2 sisters with battle buns and 2 without.
I'm sorry, I need another hair tie then.
I'm just saying.
I can get you some on the break.
All right, so.
We got this.
Okay, so 1's down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do we have internal comms completely down?
Internal comms are spotty.
Okay. I'm going to see if I can reach Nicolo. Yeah, Nicolo.
Yep.
I got 1 down. Is that helping?
It's just drawing everything from the second one.
Nerds.
Okay, I'm going to do the same thing.
All right.
But I'm going to use my second surge.
It's really the sound effects that the players provide
18.
that really nurture my black GM soul.
So it was strength plus melee, right?
Yes.
So it was a 14. So get it up to 19. I would need 5, so that would leave 15. Okay. 4! Okay, I did it.
All right, so you can spend your 8.
Okay, so 14 plus 4 is 18, so I have 10 left. Okay.
All right, give me your endurance plus vigor roll again.
Okay, endurance plus vigor. 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 5. I'm just checking that up to 19. I don't want them to have to call Jexa and tell them that Gemma's no more.
I would.
I rolled a 1!
All right, do you have 8 to spend?
Jexa, you only have 1 mom now.
I only have 6 to spend.
Okay, you take another 10.
So even if she spends like 6, that doesn't mitigate it at all?
Yep.
Bummer.
All right, with that, everything goes white and then grows dark. We'll come back to you in a second. All right.
Oh, no!
Can we add this? Wait,
Look
wait,
at
wait.
that time.
Can we add this to the list?
Oh, yes.
Things survived.
Yes.
You kind of...
Radiation explosions.
You really try and open that jar of pickles, and it does. It, like, you pop the lock, and it opens up, and the, like, refrigeration mist kind of... Refrigeration mist kind of... And you can see there are 5... on the bottom of the box, there are 5 indents, all about 8 inches long. 3 of them are empty. 2 of them, they seem to be like a roll of skin, and you can actually see like the empty eye hole kind of like looking up at you. The top, there are 3 more of those explosive devices out of the 8 that are missing. But when you open it, one of the devices sprouts legs and starts crawling up.
No, not bugs!
And that is where we're going to pause and go on break here.
I'm going to eat it.
This is when you guys tell me not to do that? That's a terrible idea.
It was a joke. We're going on break.
All right, so we're going to go on break. We will be back in 20 minutes, and we will find out what happened to Gemma, whether the gun's fired, whether Harmonia gets a bomb implanted in her head, and whether you two can take out one poor unfortunate soul.
Poor unfortunate soul.
Copyright.
All right, and we're back. So, there is something creepy, crawly, and mechanical, and probably highly explosive crawling its way up your arm. And you can see that 2 tiny little blades kind of come out and start.
Okay, it's crawling up my one arm.
It's crawling up your one arm.
Okay,
All right. Right as you hit it, it detonates.
Oh. Okay.
Ow.
I'm dead.
Hand might be gone.
You're not dead.
Is my hand gone?
I mean, the look on your face kind of makes me feel like you want me to say yes.
You still need to heal the rest of the party?
I only need one hand.
No, it does not.
Okay.
But kind of in response, you see the skin flaps like ignite and start like burning from either end.
No samples. And I without reason, I just go over, and I'm assuming I have some form of armor on.
Yeah, you got your armor on.
Okay. Are there gloves?
Yeah.
Then I'm
okay. You are
furious.
Yeah, remember you are like in like full plate mail armor, so it's a lot more of clank 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 clank.
Somebody playing the drums. It's a lot of cymbal.
All right, to you two.
Yes.
Who is going first?
I am.
Because they have the initiative, but I assume you're going to interrupt my action.
Because it's the best.
I'll take her down.
All right, give me a fight plus strength roll.
Plus some more fight.
Fight plus strength. Yeah, I guess now I can use my man talk.
You're gonna man talk her?
I'm gonna man talk her.
Is that where you explain something to somebody as if they didn't understand what it was? Man talk?
With your fists.
No.
Okay. Thought I would ask.
Okay, so strength plus fight.
Yep.
All right. That is 12. I would like to spend a VP to ignore 2 ranks of your body resistance.
2 ranks of my body resistance. I'm going to spend a VP to increase my body resistance by 2, because you immediately recognize that whoever this is, she is a master of the Serpentis dueling style.
What?
And she is going to
she
try
can
and
twist and turn in weird ways.
Yep.
Ew.
It's like, sir, this way.
Okay.
All right.
I will spend
Cracks knuckles and uncomfortable.
8 more to overcome whatever other body resistance you got.
All right.
So a total of 10.
Pin her down.
4. All right. So a
Sit
total
on
of
her.
10.
Yeah. I'm overcoming 10 body resistance.
All right. I will spend...
Wait, you gonna up it again?
No, she has...
Oh, okay.
It's the same way that you can... No. You know how you can spend 1 VP to kind of add 2 to your body resistance?
Yeah.
That was her reaction. I hadn't figured out how much...
Oh,
yeah.
I thought that was it.
No.
And so I was like, okay, then I up it.
No.
Okay.
I was waiting for your total.
Oh, okay.
All right, so 11. Good Lord, that takes a lot of my purse. Okay.
Yeah, burn through his purse.
All right.
He
who
has
is
a
going
purse.
Did I get her?
You did not. She managed to kind of... You didn't take any damage. She didn't do any damage. She kind of kept you away from taking her down. So she had...
Who has the final up? Like, do I get to option to...
Sure. Do you want to spend more?
To spend some more? Yeah.
Okay.
I want to get her grappled.
All right. So go ahead and... You'll have to spend 2 more.
2 more? Okay.
Yep. All right. So you will do your 2 points of damage to her.
Yeah.
And grapple her.
Yes, I want to get her stuff.
Bobcat pretzel.
Yes. If I can tie her into a knot.
Oh yeah, for
You cannot.
limbs.
So I can.
Who's next?
Me. Pick me.
I can not.
Pick me.
Are you going to pick her?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Abby. What do you got?
Okay, so I'm gonna come up since she's grappled and clonk her on the head with my helmet to knock her out.
You can clonk her on her head. You cannot, specifically knock her out.
I want to knock her out.
Well, I realize that, but if I allowed you to do that to her, you would have to be okay if I just clonked you on the head and knocked you out. And I know you would not be okay with that, despite what you might say in the moment. So we're going to play by
It's a fair
the rules.
point. Okay, yeah, I'm going to come up and clonk her on the head with a helmet full of goo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she is going to attempt to scissor kick you as you come in.
Rude. That's going to hurt her more than me.
Maybe.
Okay. What am I doing?
You're attempting to knock her on the head. So strength plus fight.
Thank you. Strength and fight, that's 15. We'll bump it up to 2, make it 17. Yeah.
Good.
She got a 20.
I love when there's 120. That means there will be more.
Right? It
I
never.
just hit you on the head.
It just opens the door.
Actually, that was better than what I had. Yeah, she misjudges it, and she sort of instead you see her trying to come down, but she completely misjudges it, and she brings the helmet right down on your nose.
I sent you it.
Does it
So,
straighten your nose?
How many VP do you have in your pool right now? Okay, so you will just take 2 points of crack in the nose damage.
Here's my thing. In my mind, I envision Philosophia with it already.
Oh, it is.
So does this kind of kink it the right way?
Yeah, does it put
Possibly.
it straight?
No, this is a splintering of the nose bone, and there is just now blood.
You look so BA.
I'm totally saying that. I'm gonna be like, dude, you
Yeah.
look BA.
I don't even know what that means.
It means Bachelor of Arts.
Yeah.
I'm not there.
You're
You are wearing your armor, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you see happen is she puts out one leg and it sort of magnetizes to Justia's chest. And as you're holding her upper body, her lower body twists and you see a blade come out of her boot and she tries to take it right across Justia's throat.
Ugh.
I don't like it.
Well,
Too bad.
so
Just like
when you
somewhere
need a
chipped
12
to
and you roll a 12,
Ooh.
Oh. Brother.
Rock on.
so she's going to do 6, 7, 8 points of damage to you.
That's rude.
We'll come back to you in a second. She's going to choose herself, but I assume you will interrupt.
Yes.
Did I get it?
Can't look at your face right now because of the face you were making. There's, your comms have been shorted out. All you hear is a ringing. Everything smells wrong. You think you taste toast. But everything is dark in here, save for the one little light on your shoulder that Jexa put there, and it is growing brighter and brighter and brighter, and then you hear, and everything goes dark.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I was waiting for her to. She didn't say it earlier, and I was so mad that I had to say it for her.
Attempt to shimmy my way out.
Okay.
Back the way I came.
All right. When you get out there, the three people have kind of completed their full removal of the bulkhead plate.
Just gonna say her ears are bleeding.
Yeah, when you come
Nose
out,
is bleeding.
I think that's what adds to the endearment.
your suit alarm that says you have taken too much radiation is kind of beeping at you. And Nicolo is there. Sergeant, can you hear me?
What?
You did it.
Guns are down?
Guns are down for now, yes.
Ow!
We need to get you to a med bay. Do you want us to call your medic?
Yes. Whoever can get here fast. I have to go. Can you just...
You are like profusely bleeding out of your eyes and your ears.
Right, I have to be on a battleship in like 5 minutes. Can you just... Yeah, medic would be great. Medic.
Give me a perception plus observe roll. As two battle order
like
kind of
payback
come
from the
under
fight.
your arms and are carrying you towards the.
Oh, that's a 10. Should I raise it above a 10?
Risk it for the biscuit.
I'll make it 16.
She does. Her biscuit ain't here right now.
That is cocked.
Gemma has a biscuit?
Uh-huh.
Did you say that's cocked or not cocked?
That looks cocked.
Cocked.
Yeah, that was a 20.
This is my favorite night.
I don't want to roll.
I feel like the DM in you is like.
Well, at least it wasn't on my...
All right.
Thanks.
So right before you pass out, you notice that some of the battle order are kind of looking at each other and then you just pass out.
I don't know.
All right, you managed to pat out most of it, but still like
No, because there was something last week where it was like, that's one.
80% of
And
the
now
stuff
that's
is charred.
two. Yeah, that's right. I
But
watched
as you
it.
are you like so you can see that you've got two little rolls of sort of skin flap left.
Okay. I'm gonna totally put that into a petri
Like
chest, like a beaker. Oh, what are Benson beaker?
Bunsen beaker.
Bunsen beaker. There we are. Benson, Bunsen, tomato.
A beaker?
So much. So yeah, she'll tuck that away for a rainy moment.
Yeah, she will.
And this is weird. Oh my god. Harmonia is into some weird stuff.
Apparently.
And she will assess. Does she have any damage since the thingy exploded?
No, it was a fairly minor explosion.
Is anybody?
Because remember, like, they're designed to implant at the base of your skull. It doesn't need to be a powerful explosive.
Is anybody so nobody heard it?
There are a number of people who are kind of running in. It was like the equivalent of that. I mean, you heard the noise. It's that loud
Okay.
noise.
Okay. So there are people running towards me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's awkward. I'm just gonna be like...
Emerson comes in as well. What did you find?
Who? I'm sorry.
Emerson.
Oh. Incriminating evidence, for one. Well, see, I tried to open it, and, didn't exactly go according to plan, and so I may have accidentally dislodged one of the, bombs, and I accidentally activated it on my person, but it's okay. See? It barely even did anything. I mean, this armor is really nice.
He kind of takes you and turns you around and like looks at the back of your neck to see if there's a scar there.
Hi!
Are you sure that it only made its way up your arm?
I mean, it exploded. You can see the remnants.
How many are still in the box?
2.
Are there still 2 in the box?
There are still 2 in the
Okay,
box.
so another one didn't go while you were looking at them.
One go.
Get these.
Or did it?
Or did it? Bum, bum, bum.
That's what I was checking.
I'm gonna need you to leave your GM at home until we're done with this mission. You can bust out your GM all you want, oh boy.
No. No.
Um,
Calypso, I must protect.
I'm just gonna roll straight 20s.
That's my goal.
take
when
this
I'm
back
off
to
character.
the lab. See if you can find out any more information on who manufactured it, who is on my ship. I will go check out the other 2. There are reports coming in that Gemma is unconscious and also being taken to the med bay. She's received a massive dose of hard radiation.
Oh.
And there's been an explosion.
Wait, she's received radiation?
She's received radiation.
Do we have any iodine?
We've got... The med techs will treat her as soon as you get there.
Pouring iodine all over.
Glug, 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 glug.
I watched Chernobyl.
I lived next to TMI. It's fine.
Sanctuary Aeon will be treating her shortly, but if you wish to be there as well, we'll make sure that she goes to the same lab that you are going to.
Okay, great. I will.
I have to go investigate another explosion where your squad mates have been
Okay,
seen.
so
What is it with you 3?
one thing before you go.
4?
We make things
Yes.
go boom.
Once the puppets find out that they're compromised, they self-destruct always. So perhaps brute force isn't necessarily the way that we should be going, and more subterfuge.
You think a stunner will work on them?
I mean, how attractive. Sometimes Calypso just comes out. I can't help it.
Awesome.
Somewhere Calypso was like, I made a joke, but I don't know how.
Joke intended.
Maybe you can try. It seems.
There's only 2 more people on the list, so...
Yeah, but you haven't. Did you find Visari?
No.
Have you found
There are 3 more people on the list, yes.
Okay. And you haven't.
Sorry hasn't been seen
What about
since before we went through the
what
gate.
about Sister Maria?
I have eyes on her assault pod. And as for
Oh, right. She's supposed to be on the
Agnolo,
landing.
he is on the bridge, and Theophan is currently having a word with him.
Okay. All right. I will go and run tests and douse Gemma in iodine.
Gemma's currently smoking hot.
Hey.
Hey!
Stunner.
Stunner! I mean, I'm pretty sure if you just wave Gemma in front of anyone right now, they'd be stunned.
So I'm going to do it. Something.
Okay?
Something amazing.
I'm glad that you're going to do something. Currently, Justia has just like blood coming out of the front of her.
Welcome to the club!
Yes. Also, never mind. Go ahead.
What?
Nothing, go
is
ahead.
not
what?
happy.
You're mangled from the explosion, so you will need to have surgery before you can heal that.
Pish posh.
I figured you were going to say that.
Oh, am I mangled too, or am I just glowing?
You're just glowing.
Okay.
I would like to get this woman's arms bound
Okay.
behind her.
All right. So that will be another Mantalk roll,
Okay.
and it will be a demanding roll. So it will be 6.
Okay. So fight plus strength or
5 plus strength.
okay. Fight plus strength. I don't know why I'm doing that. I need this. Sweet. That was a critical success. I had to do the math really quick, but hey! Don't worry. I was like, that's the right number.
I'm sorry, are you writing upside down?
Yeah, she is.
Keep
All
going.
right. You have a critical success.
Okay.
All right, you bind her arms.
Okay.
They are very squishy.
They are. And I make sure it's super duper tight.
She doesn't seem to care.
Right, but like so that she can't slip out of it. Like it's like obscenely tight.
Yes, she. You have her wrists. She will not be able to slip your grasp.
Okay.
Yes.
Did I have to still spend the 6 to?
No, because when you critically succeed,
You don't have to do anything.
It's kind of way funny.
Okay. So are all of her bones squishy?
You don't know. You haven't actually made contact with her yet.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Who's going next?
When
All
you're
right.
hitting my ears tonight.
What?
Who's touching me?
Okay, so one of her legs is magnetized to me.
Yep. One of her other legs has just slit your throat.
Yeah, I'm a little bit pissed about that.
Right, is your actual throat slitting?
No, I'm just bleeding. It's fine. Like,
No, your throat was slit. Like, you are bleeding.
Like, is this like spurting
You
blood?
are not
or just
spurting blood, yeah.
okay, I can handle a trickle.
Well, you hold the icky helmet of slime.
Yeah.
Use that weird point.
I got 2 of them. Yay me. What do I want to do? Well, I think I'm gonna
I
need.
feel like you're disappointed in me.
What you gonna do, Abby?
Funny mental images. I need to restrain her legs.
You might have to put your goo down.
Yeah, I might. That's funny mental image. Can I, like, put the goo on her foot?
I mean, it's just...
like it's a coat hanger, so we still have it?
No.
Like I said, funny mental image. Okay, so yeah, dropping the goo and trying to restrain legs.
Alright, give me your fight plus,
Fight plus strength? Okay. Not that one.
What did you say?
15.
Serpentine?
Serpentis.
Serpentis.
And then I'm gonna make it favorable, so I need a 15. $11.
Alright, so it's 6 to restrain her.
Okay.
So you grab her legs, and you got the 2 of you have her pinned.
Great.
Okay. I guess it's her turn.
It is her turn. You are currently looking down at her face.
Yes. Well, or behind her. But yes.
Yep. So
I
you are
assume
looking
face.
into her face. You are kind of up and behind her, and you see her just give you a little smirk, and then her whole face goes slack,
Oh!
and then her body goes slack.
Oh!
That's fine, I'm not letting go.
Oh!
That's fine.
Can I check her pulse?
She has no pulse.
Oh! Ew!
Did her skull blow up as well?
It did not.
Don't trust it.
Do we see anything escaping her body? Just asking.
Huh?
No.
Okay.
No, but she goes completely limp in your arms. Dagger falls to the ground. No pulse. Pupils just...
Great. Well, let's...
I will drag this one. I
There
will
is-
drag this one.
There are people screaming. There are dozens of wounded around you. Big hole in the floor where this canister of highly flammable
This poor ship has holes everywhere.
does.
It's fine.
All right, I'm gonna drag her to. Well, I know she went to the med bay with Erasmus.
So since I can't hear
I
anything...
have to meet her. Not Erasmus. Sorry,
Emerson.
That's somebody
Emerson.
else. Emerson. Games, guys. There's too many. Emerson.
There's never too many.
There's So I know we have to meet. We should go back to a med bay. That's where Emerson is.
So I'm gonna tap you on the shoulder and then start typing out a message since neither of us can hear to Emerson. Be like, apprehended person question mark coming to med bay. Can't hear or else I would video or call or
Still can't.
something.
Still can't.
Please
Video.
tell me you say video.
Oh, I totally do.
Okay.
I'll be like video or chat or something.
Are we out of combat?
You are out of combat.
I have to spend some VP before I lose it.
Yep.
I want to look around and make sure that there's nobody else doing the weird sloughing thing.
Give me a observe plus perception roll.
Oh, what if they jumped their consciousness and now they have someone else?
Oh, orc.
Okay.
I'm not smart enough. I'm typing out that message.
Including the video comment.
Of course.
Okay. I am successful. Rolled an 8.
Alright, how many are you going to spend to...
I'll spend 8.
Alright. From what you can tell, there's no one else here. You can clearly see that this was a horrible thing that happened here, though. Like the explosion.
Yeah.
There are people with 3rd-degree burns just kind of all over the place. There are...
I don't even want to know what my back looks like. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, you don't see, like, everything here looks, I mean, unfortunately, sort of like you would imagine it. But you don't see anyone, like, you scrutinize dozens of people very quickly, and everyone else is who, or at least seems to be who they say they are. There's no sloughing, there's no slight delay in any reactions. No one is paying, like, the people who are paying attention to you kind of have this look of, why did you let this happen, sort of a thing.
Anyway,
You are the battle sisters, the sister battles on a church ship, and this horrible incident just happened in a monastic area, and so you are what people are looking to as like the leadership of what's going on, and you're just dragging this body away. I'm not saying that. Yeah.
Okay. Luckily,
You don't care.
Philosophia is pissed that everybody's mad at her for this because it wasn't her fault.
Mm-hmm.
So you already talked to Emerson.
You guys had enough?
I've got a limp body.
You do. When you start doing that, more of that green stuff starts coming out of the body.
I can't do anything, so stomp off.
All right. When you awake, you are in Medbay 6. Harmonia is there treating you along with several Sanctuary Aeon priestesses. You have been like divested of your armor. You are in.
You're in a blanket.
You have a blanket.
And a shirt.
It doesn't matter how many clothes you put on. She doesn't have her armor on. She feels naked.
That's fair. They are not just dousing it with iodine. They are also, Febrezing the inside of the armor.
This is the way.
She cleans it.
So, Harmonia, she got here just in time. You were able to administer like the proper anti-rat treatment. Do you want to give me a wits plus remedy roll as you start to investigate the different pieces that have been brought here? You guys show up as well, dragging this.
Remedy.
I have my helmet of goo, but I also had grabbed like the closest
11 Zs.
burned person. They're burned people. I had one free hand. Might as well drag one with me.
If Gemma closes, she now the Lady of Light.
You grab a burned person and drag them with you?
Don't do that.
There is a lot of screaming.
Okay, I can't hear it.
Do I get any vitality back?
How it gets worse.
I
Right.
tried to be nice. Come
Anyway, I succeeded.
Okay.
on. Ugh.
The bombs are the same ones that, fragment-wise, were the nanofilaments, as well as most likely what the cranial bombs were. You can't tell much from the destroyed face pieces, but you're pretty sure if you had a full one, you could at least figure out what planet they came from. And then they show up,
full one.
dragging. Yeah, there is a stream of goo that marks your way through
and so I can tell.
Can I
Emerson.
also run a scan on myself?
Sure.
Beep, boop, boop, bleep.
What are
Texas here.
what are you wanting to scan yourself for?
You know, anomalies, cranial attachments, things,
Baggage.
stowaways.
Everything you read on the screen tells you that you're normal.
Okay.
Just in case it's in your brain.
So the rest of your squad shows up
With the
there
sluffed.
with
Squad.
it's not a great look.
I'm gonna see Emerson and like walk up to him very proudly and be like, Emerson, I brought the goo.
He looks into it and he's like, you realize that that's actually like a face that just has goo on oh my gosh.
What? I can't hear you.
Can you do anything with a full mask?
I can run scans and
Do
see.
you want a body?
Oh. I would like that body, actually.
That body has lost about
Oh.
20% of its mass as you've been dragging it back.
You can follow the trail back to where this happened.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hurt people.
Oh, is it a real
I brought
person
one
or
with
is
me.
it just a...
Who knows right now?
I actually would like the body.
Yeah, you would.
I literally do want to continue destroying it and perform a pseudo-autopsy.
Okay. Give me another wits plus remedy roll, and this will be a tough roll, so you're gonna need 8.
It's 19. It's not a 20.
But it's not a 20. All right, so the body, like, as you start cutting into it, like, it does. It just sort of,
Okay.
like, the bones dissolve.
That's still a result.
It is a result.
It's still scientifically
What
noted.
you got off your first roll, however, is that whatever this is, there are certain markings in the all technology and pharmaceuticals and things of that nature, mass, you can trace back to the planet of origin if you have like the right medical knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And this is definitely from a planet called Severus. And you can see, like right next to it, is the image of a praying mantis, which is the crest of House Decados.
I didn't do it, guys. It wasn't me.
Sorry, what was the planet?
Severus.
Decados is what's
Kotak.
Kotak? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's in
Yeah.
the house
Hazat.
Hazat?
Yeah.
Decados was also the overhouse that you know who. Nope, that was House Hawkwood. The Inquisitor, and also the Count. Yeah.
I am, after she took the body, I'm going to go find somebody who's medically inclined and help, please.
Me too. I need lots of help.
Gemma's trying to get up and get to the other
If
ship.
I walk past her, I push her.
I'm like, I gotta go to the other ship. I gotta go.
Emerson kind of comes up to you and says, "You are no.
But I gotta go.
Listen." And he kind of puts his hand on your shoulder as well, and he sort of very reverentially says, "Rest. Theophana will take care of it. Rest. You've done enough for one day." You are all able to. Okay, they will. We'll see how. We'll see.
I'm mangled.
Well, you don't need anything. You just. She needs her.
Well,
her,
you didn't get mangled in the explosion. You
I'm
lost
sorry,
vitality.
I had my throat cut. I have 9 vitality.
Blup, blup, blup.
Okay, still mechanically, mangled is a
It's the
specific
worst state.
that requires medical attention to treat before they can even heal get their vitality back.
Jaws of life.
That doesn't apply here.
You gotta get out of that suit.
No, it just kind of pops off the front because there's nothing on the back anymore.
This is in the front, party in the back.
I'm going.
Heal me, please.
They all roll natural 20s and they pull out your spine. No.
It happens to the best of us.
They are able to, over the next sort of 8 hours in surgery, remove your mangled state.
Great.
You are all able. The 3 of you are able to rest, so you may all. You may both give me a vigor plus endurance roll, and if you are successful, you are able to recover revivals and surges.
Is
It
this
doesn't roll
straight up
up.
no
Oh, it
VP?
No. Vigor plus what? Endurance?
Endurance. You are
Can
welcome
we
to
add-
spend VP on this.
Endurance! I didn't make it.
That does not roll at all. It just kind of.
Okay, so why did I need to make it?
You have to roll to see if you recover from damage. It just takes a while for damage to, like, vitality loss to come back.
So nothing that they do works, and then I can't use a revival.
Well, you can
if I
use
fail?
your revival at this point. Respite
Okay.
allows you to get your revivals back.
Okay.
I'm
You guys made it?
successful.
All right,
Yep.
so you get whatever your revival amount.
Do we have to use the revival?
You'll use the revival and you'll recover it.
But I've already used the revival.
When did you use the revival?
She gave me something last time.
No, it was a free one.
Oh, it was a free
It
one?
Yeah,
was
it
a free
specifically says that
Okay.
it's a freebie. Literally, it says it's a freebie.
Okay.
So cute. Freebie.
So sorry, I'm trying to understand. I use my revival, but because I failed the roll, I don't get it back.
You actually get to you're under medical attention, so it's a favorable roll.
Oh, okay. That
Are
I
we-
passed then.
Do we all get a favorable?
You don't get to spend any VP on it.
Right.
It's just
But I
yeah,
could
you
get
already
a weird point. If I, crit. Right? Or do we not get weird points?
You get a weird point if you crit. So go ahead. I mean, if you want to roll to see if you crit, you are welcome to. All right. So 8 hours pass. What are you doing for 8 hours, Harmonia? You haven't taken any damage on this whole fight.
Read. Take a nap.
Work on your memoirs.
Scratch the back of my neck a few times. You guys hate me so much.
No, not at all.
No matter how many times you scratch it, it seems to feel fine.
Maybe contemplate why I'm so weird in comparison to my battle sisters.
Yes.
You do seem to be the outlier, don't you?
Self-reflection. What have I done wrong?
As you're watching that, I am face first on an operating table for 8 hours. But sure,
Yeah, no,
you're the weird one.
That's she's doused in iodine. She's in surgery. She her bicep has to hurt, and there I am, just like I swatted a bomb that nobody even knows that happened yet.
Question.
Nobody knows.
Question. Did you go down to where our explosion was and help people?
Are you trying to find? Are you trying to find the other saboteurs?
Take a nap.
Cool. I'm done with it.
All right, so 8 hours pass.
Check in on Emerson, see if he's found the other saboteurs.
So Emerson does let you know, when you come up to him, he's very concerned. Theophana has gone over to the Imperial Favor with 2 other members of the Battle Order and 2 members of the Temple, or the Sanctuary Aeon. And basically, he tells you, Maria is still contained within the assault pod until the alert status drops, and then they're going to escort her to the brig and keep her under observation until Sanctuary Aeon personnel have a chance to scan her and see if she is wired to explode.
It's probably going to result in her exploding.
Agnolo has actually gone through the process, and he seems to be clean.
Okay. Well, judging by the liquefied failed autopsy, these things can transfer. So it's possible when we found names, some body hopping happened.
I've not heard of anything like that. I do know that Decados has, well, they are in possession of one of the most elite. The Jacovian Agency is their spy network. They have a history of unscrupulous methods and techniques for getting agents into places they should not be. My question is why do they want to discredit? Gemma. Why are they on here? How could they have known what was going on with Operation Ravenwatch? No one should have known about that. Outside of the Order.
Well, there is that old saying that says if you have a secret and you tell it, you better have told it to a dead person. That's how that goes, right?
I've never heard that saying before.
Say, don't look at me, I'm out.
It seems solid enough, though. And, something alerts on his armor. Theophana's on her way back. I must go to the bridge. I will bring news when I can. And he heads to command and control.
Very aware of my head.
I'm glad. All right, so you all eventually wake up in the med bay. Harmonia is there.
I hit a bomb!
I need new armor.
I think I need a shower.
Yay!
And clean
you
socks.
stopped a bomb. I heard you. I am
Good work.
proud of you.
Wow.
That must have taken a lot.
No! I enjoy compliments. Enjoy complimenting people.
What are you reading?
Nothing.
I'm tackling you to try and read your arm.
You're in separate beds.
Well, I can go to your bed and tackle
There's
her.
been a floundering and then a
Yeah, it's fair.
First, she will congratulate her squad and thank them for their service.
Guys, you lived.
Good job tracking down.
Look at my stitches. I survived.
the intruders.
I'm glad you weren't the one who blew up the ship.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Are you glowing?
Is she still glowing?
No. She was never actually glowing. It's not how radiation works.
Harmonia checks her temperature. Notices there's a slight increase.
Glad you also didn't, confess to things.
I don't know where that came from.
Did you do them?
No.
You didn't do any of those things?
I was near when they happened, but I didn't do them.
All right.
You ever been blamed for something when you were in the same room, but it wasn't you?
Yeah. There was this bomb. Just a little while ago.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
It's okay, we lived.
It was like a skin suit?
It was squishy.
We're gonna need to work on your vocabulary.
The doors open up and Master Theophana comes in.
Gemma attempts to stand up.
Yeah, sit,
Oh, dude. Just
sit down. We have permission to enter the gate. De Vega has not given us permission to leave. That will be another hurdle for when we return. Are you still up? 12 hours or so. We're heading back through the gate and heading to Absolution.
Absolutely.
In 12 hours, will I have healed a little bit more?
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, then cool. We're good.
We can get a little more. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, Gemma wouldn't think about that. Gemma would just be like, yes.
I heard what you did on the gun deck. Probably saved all of our lives. Well done, sister. Get some rest. Sanctuary Aeon will take care of your wounds. 12 hours we go through the gate. 6 hours after that, you will be descending onto Absolution. If you get back, we'll have a talk about this face taker who infiltrated my good ship. Apparently after you.
Did he say
You might want to fill in Harmonia onto...
First it's a she.
Did she say if?
12 hours.
It's 12 hours.
We'll talk about it.
She walks out.
Hey, I don't have a scar or anything in the back of my neck, right?
Not one that you feel.
That's not how it works.
Help.
And we all blow up.
Cool.
Do you want to fill in Harmonia onto what the mission entails?
Harmonia and Lee have no idea.
Okay, who do you want to fill you in? Gemma or Philosophia?
The real question is, are you going to answer as Lee or Harmonia?
Because if Lee's answering, she's going to be like Philosophia, the entertainment, but the other side is like Gemma is Harmonia's leader, so the practical and probably the correct answer.
Okay.
Just because I want to go.
So here's my question. I had thought everyone volunteered for this mission.
They did.
But they weren't read in?
Not everyone was read into the same depth that you were.
Depth. Okay. Got it. So we are heading through the Stigmatic Gate to go to Absolution. And Absolution should be familiar to you because that's where Master Isabella gave her life fighting off the symbiotes. She immolated.
Self-immolated.
Self-immolated. Blaze of glory. Not blades, blaze. A few, was it weeks now? Weeks. A transmission was received from Absolution, and it is believed there might be survivors. So we are going to see if there are survivors. And if so, we are going to rescue them. But this gate was sealed off because the Emperor did not want the symbiotes coming through. They had thought that everyone was evacuated off the planet, but it would seem that they weren't. And unfortunately or fortunately, by being under my command, you get to be one of the folks to go down to the planet.
What is wrong with you?
I will get to use my flame gun.
But seriously.
This is that moment in everyone's life where you take stock of all of the decisions that have led you to this moment. I saw it in your eyes, and Harmonia went.
But Harmonious is the greenest, right?
She's the greenest. She's also the smartest.
Well, no, you can't explain her excitement as naivete, greenness.
No, her excitement is just because
Justy is not the greenest.
Yeah,
no.
You can't explain away her.
No.
She just likes to make things go boom.
Yeah.
So all of you may take another revival
Baby, boom.
and get it back. Like you get a free revival, is basically, because under the tender care and mercies of Sanctuary Aeon, you recover what vitality you are able to.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
How old
Don't
are
suppose we can
people
go back
generally
after.
fresh out of battle school?
17, 18.
So Harmonia is a teenager. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She's brilliant.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
She would
She
make...
injects so.
I was just about to say that! She's gonna die.
Philosophia will not let Harmonia die.
Wow, that was said with
Roll
such
some
conviction. Did you read that off your arm too?
She's taking parenting classes.
All right. So 18 hours later, the shock of the dropship. The shock of the dropship.
That was a really long time.
Blasts
Still waiting on my new
as the dropship leaves the gunship. You have passed through Stigmata Gate. This is one of the most dead, like when you come in through other systems, you're used to seeing like the remnants of Second Republic technology and merchant ships and guild ships in transit from planet and station to gate and vice versa. You come through here and this is basically dead space. You can see Absolution in the distance. You're loaded up in your dropship.
Do we have to fly?
Nope. You have a pilot. If you remember, you're heading towards the mountain that you saw in your vision.
So
And
Blondie
the blue-eyed
McBlonde.
man.
That you saw Blondie
There's a man who spoke to him.
McBlonde on. Yep.
I'm trying to remember his name, but I couldn't remember it. He has a braided beard.
He does have a braided beard. Yep.
Blue-eyed
She
man?
remembers the
Yep.
little things.
Blonde beard,
Yep.
blue eyes.
You said the
You're
word
heading
beard, I
for
remember it.
Mount
Urkel
Santabella.
Malatesta.
Yes, Mount Santabella, and
His name is Urkel Malatesta.
Ercole. Yeah, Ercole, not Urkel. Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Not Urkel. Please. No. So the ship, right? These are drop ships. They're not really designed for things like aerodynamics or smooth rides. Their job is to get you from the atmosphere to the ground as quickly as possible. Your armor has been repaired. You are jostling back and forth. You finally discover in that locker next to your bunk that there is a suit of armor in there for you.
Okay. Before she goes, she transfers all of the pictures that are tucked in the breastplate, and then she hastily recarves Lady B on her arm.
On her arm. All right. And as the clouds over Absolution have grown strangely thicker, its atmosphere is very dense. The ride gets much rougher. And then suddenly you're below the cloud cover and everything smooths out and you can see a world that has started to reclaim what humanity terraformed. There are ruins of cities. There are the overgrown vegetation, strange flora of a symbiote-controlled world, but everything else seems strangely quiescent. You see Mount Santabella, again with the peak that was sheared off as if some sort of giant had come through with a sword and leveled the top. And as your pilot says, get ready to disembark, the doors start to slide back as the dropship is swooping in towards this place. Just as you saw in your vision, bodies of the symbiotes, the transmitter, and the man with the blonde beard and the blue eyes and the sword standing there, and he's looking right at you as the doors open. That's where we will end our session for tonight. When we come back, you guys will land on top of the mountain and finally figure out what's going on here on Absolution. Or what is going on with Operation Ravenwatch. Yeah, that's right. I assume Jexa made it portable. Yeah. All right, that also earns you a partial advancement for this act. So you may all take a partial advancement into level 3.
So a single one?
Mm-hmm. A single one. And we will be back tomorrow night with It Gets Worse.
We already are level 3.
You are level 3, but you get a partial advancement into level 3.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. We will be back tomorrow night with our 5e game, and then Monday with 13th Age, and Tuesday with Torg. So thank you all for watching. Thank you. We all look at the chat during our break. Thank you all who are engaging and just commenting on the game and on the battle buns. That was possibly the greatest comment in chat that produced the effects you see here at the table. So
never
again,
have my hair up. So this is very weird. Keep
thank you all for watching. We're Iconic Production. This is Fading Suns, a game by Ulisses Spiele, and we will be back in a week with more Fading Suns for you. Thanks for watching.
I'm gonna take so many selfies.